Dangerous crowd you're stealing from.
Falcone owes me that money, and I'm gonna make him pay. In 2019, I heard whispers of this project and that they were looking for a Catwoman, and thought I would just throw my hat in the ring. I was completely blown away by the script, but what got me just really amped was the idea of working with Matt after getting a little bit of a taste of that when I did the chemistry read with Rob. How could they do that to her? I'm gonna find them, and I'm gonna make them pay. You gonna help me? Come on.
Don't make any moves without me. You have to understand this is all far more dangerous.
I told you, baby. I can take care of myself.
I was very excited about the connection that she had with Rob, because the two of them knew each other, they were friends, so there was this kind of charge between them.
You really don't care what happens to me there tonight, do you?
Looks good. Here.
I've known her for years, and I was like, Zoe would be perfect. And it seemed so obvious. She was just like, yeah, you look like Catwoman.
We actually did screen tests, and we brought in different actors, and Zoe came in and she just stole it. You could feel that drive, the need in her that was Selina Kyle.
We truly did love Frank Miller's Year One and the way he drew Selina Kyle. It looked like Zoe Kravitz to us. We were like, it's right there. It's gotta be Zoe Kravitz.
She's got a wonderful fierceness. When she squares up with Batman, she's got this muscularity about her.
Zoe and myself, it was a bit of a reunion for us. I used to actually teach Zoe private lessons in martial arts when she was 10 years old.
The first couple months of training was, it was intense. I would hobble home. Started training in November 2019, and then we shut down in March for 6 months, and I tried my hardest to just kind of remember everything I've learned.
Given the required social distancing, we've implemented video training so that they can learn technique and stance work.
Just extend and bring it back in. And you see, as I extend, I drop my chest, but I still look up.
Rob Alonzo and his whole team are just incredible people, really dedicated to it feeling real and feeling accurate.
Maybe as you spin, after you do this lunge, it's this way, and then maybe you can hug a little bit more. A lot of her style is more evasive, in tune with using the style of, say, Taekwondo and Capoeira and Hapkido.
She just inhabits that thing, which is she's tough for real. She has a vulnerability where you really care about her. She's just got dimensions.
Well, we're meeting Selina very early on in terms of her journey as Catwoman. She's working at the Iceberg Lounge or the 40 Below, and she's working there because her father owns the club, and he doesn't know that she's his daughter, so she's kind of undercover.
We're just drowning our sorrows. You want to drop?
Oh, no, I'm good, but you enjoy.
I think that my interest in her character, it's like someone that I can confide in and connect with, like kind of a port in a storm, weirdly. She seems like a direct, honest person.
We spent a lot of time in the beginning playing around with wigs, different lengths, shapes, colors, styles, and has actually ended up with 4 different looks from a hair and makeup perspective in this film.
And I said, what I'd love to do if you want to appear in this series of wigs is I'd love to have the first wig look totally real. So that way we think, oh, this is the version of Selina Kyle. And then when Batman Bruce follows her home, that you see her remove the wig and you see her with the Year One haircut and you realize, oh, this person is not who I thought. She's constantly putting forth someone who she is not. So who is that character? That all came from conversations with Zoe.
Selina Kyle bootstrapping her way through life in the East End of Gotham, which is a very seedy sort of representation in my mind of sort of 70s Times Square with like burlesque theater. Just a tough part of town.
I'm in awe of what they've been able to do. James is a genius, and his team, all of them. When I got to see my apartment for the first time, I lost my mind. It was just, I wanted to live there. It was so incredible, and the detail.
If the Batcave is about survival, what is the key here to Selina and Catwoman? It becomes about who she is at night, which is she's the cat burglar. As she walks through the door of her bedroom, that's the transformation. That's where she becomes Catwoman. So there's a real kick in to the set dressing there.
You can see evidence of her disguises and whips and the development of her motorcycle lock as a whip.
We're not in a Catwoman world yet. We're pre-Catwoman. The most significant comic was year one in knowing what that looked like. The ears was something that Matt was very interested in working out and always trying to work out how incidentally to have them. And so we cut up a lot of beanies and we worked out how the seaming inadvertently make ears.
Jacqueline's amazing. She's just an absolute genius and also so collaborative, which was great because it was just so fun to be a part of the process.
Jacqueline, the costume designer, had an idea of where she wanted the catsuit to go, and I think pay homage to other catsuits, quite feminine, but you need a hardness to it as well because she's on a motorbike and she's a tough character.
There's areas that have been patched up and have different kinds of leather and scratches, and you can just tell she's worn this thing to which I love.
The villains are often, the most exciting part of the movies. I wanted to see a Batman that was not an origin tale, but was sort of in these early days. But that meant that a lot of the characters who are the Rogues Gallery characters are in their origins in a way. You can see all of the pieces and how they're going to become that.
There are criminals and there are victims of criminals. And I think Catwoman is the first person where he really struggles to think, well, you are on the bad side, but I like you.
The birth of Catwoman is on the roof when she pushes Kenzie off the roof. Batman went one way and I went the other way.
Don't throw your life away.
I've got 9 of them. He's always trying to figure Selina out, and I think the audience will be too. The idea of, you meet her one way, and then she looks another way, and then she looks another way, and it's kind of this like onion that you just keep on peeling the layers off, like who is this person?
There was something very special because I could feel that this was a character that she felt a kinship with, a connection to.
Of course, the women, Eartha Kitt and Michelle Pfeiffer and, Halle Berry, everybody. It's an honor to be in that group of people. I really want it to be a story about a woman who survived a hell of a life and she's ready to raise some hell. If we don't stand up, no one will. Come on, vengeance. Let's get into some trouble.